and the Continentals combine.
The continental influence continued with the signing of Victor, seen here with Steve Archibald, but their influence was insignificant, and in the face of poor results, Tony Fitzpatrick decided to go.
Wasn't really so much the pressure of the results, sort of getting beaten, things like I could handle that side, and the side of football I could handle. It was the pressure within myself for the supporters, no for them shouting at me. I think it would have been easier if they'd been all standing up shouting Fitzpatrick out or whatever. I could handle that. It was the fact they were wanting me to do so well because I'd been at St Mirren a long time. I remember one game which was up at Aberdeen, it all sticks in my mind. We got beat 5-1, and it's a long walk for the Aberdeen dugout down to the dressing rooms, and these people had travelled 300 miles or so, and and they're standing at the end of where you go into the tunnel, chanting my name, and we get beat 5-1. If that had been any other manager, you'd been lynched.
In 1991, Saints were only saved from relegation by the expansion of the Premier League. David Hay was brought in as manager to keep them there. Gordon Smith stayed on as assistant boss, and Scottish World Cup captain Roy Aitken was brought in as player coach. These three men currently hold responsibility for St Mirren's fortunes. But running a football club involves much more than simply putting a team on the field in match days. Alan Marshall and his board of directors must take into consideration such topics as crowd safety, increasingly vital to any club, and the examination of all sources of revenue. Gone are the days when money through the gate was the only money that a club could earn.
Well, the commercial side has developed substantially over the last 15 years. We have, I think, accepted as the most successful football lottery in Britain, and that brings in a regular steady income. We also have sponsors who come to matches and pay for the use of sponsored facilities, and of course Kelvin Holmes are our main sponsors. They've been our sponsors for the last 3 seasons, and they have a facility here which they're happy to come and use, and they pay for the use of that and pay for the display of their name on our team strips and other football equipment.
The main sponsors are vital to a club like St Mirren Football Club. Apart from the money they inject into the club, their expertise in other fields have helped us in many respects, and Kelvin Holmes, I would say, have done more than just sponsor St Mirren Football Club in a financial sense. They are probably the reason we've built rooms like this, which is the Sponsors Lounge. They have generated business in other ways. They've put us in touch with other people, and they have brought people to St Mirren Football Club, and I can't thank them enough.
Football directors are also football fans, and Alan Marshall's dreams and aspirations are no different from those of any other supporter who goes along to Love Street of a Saturday.
Our immediate aims must be to maintain our position in the Premier League. We've had some taste of Europe. It would be great to get back into Europe, and that must be our next aim. And even better still would be the thought that one day we might be able to win the Premier League. I think it would be a tremendous achievement if we could see the league flag flying at Love Street.
St Mirren's story through the ages has been one of struggle. Successful struggle for the most part, but struggle nevertheless. Every player who wears the black and white carries the hopes and aspirations of the supporters with him. And for those supporters, even in those seasons when not much is going right, there are a few Saturdays when it all comes together and it's all very much worthwhile.